Um,
I'm sorry.
I was about to say you should begin with the recording, so,
Yeah,
but it's active.
yeah, yeah. Let me put my screen. Okay, so this week I would like to show um, the spreadsheet again, especially to um, how to protect the worksheet. Can you hear? Okay, can you see it?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay, so it's kind of something cool. So there are two ways that we can do. One, just this whole spreadsheet or this sheet, we can use like protect the whole thing. So at first you have to, if you have two sheets, you 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 can choose one of them, or you can do both. So right here, 1 and 2. So we do sheet 1, and then you have to go to the review and click on protect sheet. So from right here, it's a password to and protect sheet. But you have to remember that if you put the password and if you forget it, you may not be able to renew it or find it. So you have to remember what you have put, or you don't have to put it. So right here it's a for this one is protect worksheet and contents of log cells, and right here is for allowed all users of this worksheet to one select lock cells, and second select unlock cells. And there are a lot of things as well, so like you can do format cells or format columns, and all the way down you can see edit scenarios and also edit subject, something like that. So I will do it again. So as you do so, as you protect your sheet and you click OK, it so it's mean that you cannot do anything. It's like right here, if you try to type or something. Oh, sorry, I just unlocked it. Okay, because right here, I unlocked it. So for this, you cannot type anything. You cannot type anything or write anything until here. Okay, but you can unlock it again to like edit or write something that you want to. Okay, as you see, you can see that I just unlocked it. Okay, and I lock it again, and probably like for this I can do what I want to do because I unlock it or I open for just only the cells to do so. But for this and anywhere out anywhere else, I can't. So by doing this, first I have to select all of these, or I just want to select just only this cell, and I will click all of them, and I go to format cells. So format cell, and then you can see okay, number, element, front or border or field, so I will go to protect protection. So right here is supposed to be like the sign agreement, but because I did it early, so if I lock it, just click on it, it means that I cannot do anything when when I when I lock the sheet. So as you see, I cannot do so, and right here too, I cannot do so. But if I unlock it again and then click right here to do the format cell, and I click on locked and OK, and I lock it, just lock it. So right here, I cannot do anything. Here too. So actually, like everywhere else, I cannot do anything. But right here, I can say, oh, I can change the information, or I can edit the name, something like that. Okay, and yeah, so okay, thing. So I think what I have for today is to um, protect and unprotect your sheet. That's what I have.
Okay, so thanks for the
Okay.
presentation. I think it's clear. I don't really have any questions from that,
Okay.
so it's okay. Yeah,
Thank you. So that is your turn.
yeah. Okay. All right. So I would basically be doing almost the same thing, but in a more practical way.
Mhm.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see right now.
Okay. So I'm taking it in the context of a company, and let's say, for instance, we have the secretary
Mm-hmm.
who um, probably is has a quick access to certain information from the raw database, which is what we have here. And so they can query from here that information from the database over here. But then they are going to be restricted such that they can only see the information over here, but cannot alter the information in the database. Okay, and so we know this columns, I mean, these cells, sorry, these cells have formulas in them that looks up to what we have in the database to display the information over here. And so any um, change caused here affects what is going to be displayed in here. And so we need to protect that so that the secretary wouldn't be able to change the information in these columns. But then the one thing that they are going to use to, I mean, what they're going to use to interact with the system is this cell. So the idea is to make this cell available to the secretary where they can use this to get the information they want, but cannot change anything in here, neither the database, because they can also manipulate the data over here. But probably the administrator could make some changes to the database and so on. So to quickly do that, as it stands now, when I try typing, you can see that it's giving me an try to change this, it's giving me an error. That is because when you look up here, this worksheet is already protected. Okay, and so for instance, if it was a secretary that got to this worksheet, it would be difficult for them to alter anything in here because it is protected. And so they don't have. But supposing it is the administrator who wants to make certain changes to the information over here, um, because the sheet is protected, they need to unprotect it, and this will require a password, and that is where we show. I mean, your credentials will matter. So only the administrator has um, access to make changes to this particular worksheet. So let me put that in, and then as you can see here, the unprotect has changed. So right now I can make changes um, to the database. So let's let me just add something to this. We have first of all, let's see what is displayed over here. And so our input cell is from this column. Our input cell looks to this column. And so over here we have that's the inventory item. So we come up here robot brain. And if you look here, the make is Vex. So let's try to change that as the administrator. Let's add robotics to it. And as you can see here, that change has been effected. So smart motors, go back to robot brain, see if that is working. Great. So it is working all right. So as an administrator, I finished making my changes. I need to protect it again. So I go back. Now there are so many privileges that you could give to the user. Right now, we just want them to um, be able to select log cells or select unlocked cells, which probably, I mean, basically wouldn't really make any change to the system we have. So we just go ahead, put in the password, and this would prompt us to re-enter the password again, just to confirm that we got it correct. So as you can see, it has gone back to unprotected. So it means that this cell is protected now. Now when I try to change it again, you see, it brings a pop-up dialog box that uh, I mean, giving me an alert that it is being protected, so I can't make those changes. Okay, so back to the dashboard or the summary. Now this is where the secretary gets the information quickly to maybe answer customer information, questions, and all that. So to protect this cell, this worksheet actually, what we need to do is we need to make this available to the secretary so that they can actually get the information they need using this cell as the input. So what we do is we right click on this um, cell, we go to format cells under protection, and then we uncheck the locked. Okay, and then this will give us this opens this cell in order for us to um, do manipulations, or we can make changes to it after we've protected it. So let's go ahead and protect this worksheet. Now, bear in mind that this is a worksheet. This is a separate worksheet. So the protection I did here doesn't affect what is here. Now, for you to protect the whole thing, that's if you have about 100 worksheets in here, for you to protect everything, um, you would have to, so that is protecting each worksheet, you would have to use this. But then if you want to use one particular feature that will protect anyone from having access to all whatever the documents that you have in this workbook, which is for them to have access to all the 100 um, worksheets that you have in this workbook. When they are opening the workbook, it will require for them to enter a password before the Excel will actually open for them to see what information is there. So in that case, you use the workbook, protect workbook. So it protects the entire Excel. Okay, it protects the entire work Excel application for this particular document that you have saved. And so the person will need to provide credentials That's if you use the workbook before they can be able to open this Excel book and see whatever is in there. But if you are protecting individual cells, then you use the protect um, sheet or worksheet. So let's go ahead and protect this one. So do that again. Great. So our worksheet is protected. Now see what happens when I try to change things. It says, hey, this is protected. I can make it. So then over here, we still have this cell which has been unlocked, and so our secretary can come here, make changes. Uh, sorry, our secretary can query this database from over here, and the system is still not allowing us to make these changes because we have protected the cell, and so when we try to make any change, those changes are going to affect what is in here because the values in here are going to change based on whatever um, selection we are making from in here. So it requires that we would have to unlock it so that it will be made available for us to see whatever is in there. So you can see that it's working all right. And then our the dashboard or the summary sheet is working all fine. So remember that when it is protected, when you try to search for something on the dashboard, because these cells are protected or locked, whatever search you make is going to change the information in here. And since it is protected, the system will not allow that to happen because it's protected, and so the information cannot change. And so this will actually need to be unprotected in order for your dashboard to work properly. However, for the main database, that can be protected so that it doesn't alter the information that is being captured in here. So that is what I have for today's presentation. If you have any questions.
Well, so no, I have seen, I've been watching you do this so far. So yes, it's good. So I don't have any questions so far. Thank you though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good and very clear. Yes. So awesome. And I will let you go to bed. And thank you
Yeah,
so much
it's
for
been a
spending
long
the
day.
time. Yep.
Yeah, thank you too for making time. Sorry about yesterday.
Oh, that's okay. I totally understand you. We are busy.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yep. So please
Okay
have
then.
a wonderful night and sleep well.
Yeah.
And I shall start back
Thanks,
again.
and yeah, and you
So
have a good day.
yep, I'll try to survive again.
All right, no problem.
Okay, take care, brother.
Good. All right, you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.